Your license will expire until you charge my card again. Yes, sons of bitches. Look at orange, see? That's why we need to stop.
Orange?
It does.
That's crazy.
Green. See? No orange. And we go tweet!
Hiadlias.
Okay. Oh, yes, it's a beautiful thumbnail. Thank you very much.
Non-spoiler.
Beautiful
Non-spoiler.
Boy, and the spoiler is the most important part of this essence.
Happy Season 2 is on Hulu Uncensored? Sweet.
Hmm?
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
That's great. I'll watch that.
Yeah, I
If
like
so,
that first
on-
season.
if
Yeah,
so,
the first
on
season was good.
Today, that-
Guys, we're going to wait just a couple of minutes while everyone is filtering in.
Filter in. Yes, it was one of those.
Hey, what? You're starting off that way already?
Stevie K. Stevie K.
Dino. Live now.
I'm hearing people really did not like it, especially the ending.
Still.
I don't think people didn't like it because of the ending. I think.
I'm hearing people really did not like it, especially the ending. Wow, okay.
Interesting.
Interesting thing to say. So we're going to wait, and oh my god, we got 10 people already. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right, everyone's excited about this. Hi, everybody. Hey, everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
Luis Hernandez.
I'm in Fuego here. What
And
up?
we are here indeed to do a non-spoiler review of the brand new Pet Sematary. And, okay, all right, relax, okay. Holy crap. All right, we're gonna, you're gonna give it away. You're gonna give it away! All right, so,
Trying not to.
trying to pop out the chat here. Where's the chat? There it is. Popped out chat. All right, so we're gonna wait and let a few more people filter in. We have, Aylin Servin is here. Yes, been waiting all night for this. Hello from Buckeye, Arizona. Buckeye, Arizona. I'm actually working out there on a daily basis right now for my job.
I'm sorry to
place
hear
to
that.
go.
Indeed. It is a
Especially with
long
traffic.
drive. Yes. I go out there every single day right now. Scott Baker is here. What up, Scott? Dino is here. Good. We're not too late for Dino. That's good to know. Okay. Good. Shauna Smith is here. Love you, Shauna. Thank you for being a longtime viewer here. Sega Surfer. Oh, man, I was waiting for this. 1 a.m. in Miami. Sorry about that, bro.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
We had some things we had to take care of before we actually went live. And yes, I am wearing a Walking Dead shirt, but what else would be more appropriate for Pet Sematary outside of a specific Pet Sematary shirt? Continuing on, Garrett Kirby is here. What up, Garrett? Kind of crashing at the moment, so I
Garrett's
won't
my
be here
dude.
long. Sorry, Garrett. Didn't mean to wait too long.
Yeah.
Sassy Drama Queen 17. Did we enjoy it? I think that's what we're about to get into here.
Yes,
Willard Von Stiles is here. You guys rock. Thank you very much. H2 Kyle is here. Please don't tell me it's bad, or he just says don't tell me it's bad. We'll see how that goes.
I was about to say, what should I say? If that's the
Kenneth
case?
Minier is here. Howdy, guys. Hello. Howdy to you, too. Ludo is here. 7 in the morning here. Holy shit, Ludo,
Wow,
where
damn.
are you? 7 in the morning.
7 in the
Good
morning.
gracious.
The other side of the planet,
That's a
practically.
fan.
Sega Surfer, new viewer here in Miami. Well, welcome. Wet Paint. Cody, what up? Cody, we need to do a catch-up interview, buddy. Yeah, I want to do a catch-up interview about Voorhees and stuff. So, yeah.
As we should.
Okay, I'm here. You can begin the show now, Andrew Church. Well, luckily, we just barely
Well, I
started.
guess so.
Chris Bethel is here. What up, guys? Wences is here. Hey, guys. Depression acting up. So nice. My favorite channel is up right now. Wences, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Please enjoy the review. We will be recording a spoiler review after this. For those of you watching, this is going to be a non-spoiler discussion about the movie coming out this weekend. Spoiler discussion will likely go live tomorrow at some point. But yeah, we are going to get into the brand new Pet Sematary. Just want to make sure we caught everyone.
Reinterpretation.
David Gomez is here. What up, David? And yeah, Chris Bethel. Okay, so I got everyone. Sweet.
Yes.
All
Well
right,
done.
so
Well done, sir.
the soil of
Well
these
done.
men's review is non-spoilery.
We are trying our best.
Yes,
Come on.
Andrew, yes. Wonder Fizz is here and says, huge fan of the book, don't know how I feel about the big change. Well, that's part of what we'll get into. So,
And yet, I was okay with the big change. I was super, just fine with that transition. It's a different level of the tower, and it's not really, I don't know. do something different. Don't just like reacclimate every single goddamn time.
Yeah, this was definitely different. That was not
was it ever?
that was not the only change that was made. The big change in the trailer was not the only change that was made, you guys.
No.
So
Yeah, there.
but
Actually, Miko was not too far off. Actually,
he wasn't.
Which is-
But we're gonna be very careful here.
Yeah,
Again, this is
as
a
we should.
non-spoiler
Non-spoilers.
review. So we'll do this review like we normally do our reviews. We'll talk about our overall thoughts. We'll talk about the story. We'll talk about the acting. We'll talk about the effects. We'll talk about the music, all of that good stuff in turn, the cinematography. But we will not spoil things in this review. Again, we will be recording a spoiler discussion after we finish this review that will go up likely sometime tomorrow. But yeah, so
there's totally things we could spoil.
there are lots
Just
of things to
FYI.
spoil. So, yes, we're going to get into the non-spoiler stuff now. And I hesitate to go to either of these two people first, knowing what their thoughts are. So, here we go. Oh my God, we're already having someone saying it was so bad in the comments. Here's the thing.
It's not very good.
There's... You feel me, well, you son of a bitch! Okay.
Oh, man.
Just let's lay it out on the table. I actually really enjoyed the movie. Fuego, while he says the movie's bad, he actually liked 2/3 of it. And then
I didn't
Luis
like it.
didn't
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Man, that third act
Straight up
rushes
didn't
by.
like it.
That
All right,
third
so
act
Fuego,
rushes-
you liked everything except the third act.
Third act rushes by, and it just did not do it for me.
Okay, so we're gonna get into it, guys. We'll go through our review here, and then we'll circle back to the comments and answer some questions that are non-spoilerific and stuff like that. So if we don't address your questions right away, please forgive us. We're gonna just try and do this like a review. So those of you that are just here for the review, don't get pissed off. Okay, so here we go. I will start off with my overall thoughts, saying that I actually really enjoyed this movie. This is what I look for in a remake / new adaptation. I'm usually that asshole that's like, this isn't a remake, this is a new adaptation of the original Stephen King material.
I don't think that's an asshole thing to say. I'll be honest.
No,
like,
it's a
honestly,
reimagining.
I wouldn't even call this a remake. I would say a new adaptation based off the book.
Well, some people are like, this
it's
is a
a re-
remake of the first movie.
It has
It's a
nothing to do with
reimagining.
it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with the first movie because it's an adaptation of a book and the movie the original TV movie took liberties like this.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't say it's not a remake, it's a new adaptation.
it is a new adaptation.
Yes.
Here we go. I wasn't sure if I was going to say which L word. I actually loved this movie. I really enjoyed it.
Pissed I
Love
mean,
is
Wow,
such a
wow,
strong
I know,
word,
I know.
man.
I had a good time through the whole thing. I don't,
Really?
I granted don't have the attachment
Wow.
that you guys do.
I don't have the I'll be
I was gonna
honest.
say you read the book just like us, though. So,
I
mean,
listened to the book one time.
Okay. I don't have the attachment like this guy does because
I
I
know,
finished
yeah.
the book. I read it for the first time and I finished it a month ago.
Okay.
My knowledge of the material is based off the original TV movie, but
Not
after
a TV.
It wasn't a TV
was-
movie.
It was
a
theatrical.
TV.
It was a
Yeah,
theatrical.
Was it theatrical? I thought it was TV.
No.
So theatrical. But,
Rated R.
But I read
Rated
the
R.
book last month. I finished it, and yeah, man, like
The book was good,
book-
but this
no.
was a good updating of it,
and
I
I'll
thought.
and I'll tell you why. No,
Okay, all right. Well,
continue
okay.
on,
So
continue on,
I
continue.
overall enjoyed it. I thought I actually liked the acting in this one a lot more than the acting in the first one.
What?
I did.
Wow,
I did. I
dude.
liked it. So the
Wow.
old one feels dated to me.
Really?
So you guys know where I'm coming from.
No, classic.
Hey,
Not at all.
relax. I'm giving my opinion first, okay? Just simmer down. So
Do it proper.
here's where I'm coming from. This is from a person that has seen the original maybe 2 or 3 times. This is a person that has only listened to the book once. I enjoyed that listen of the book, but I am not attached to the original movie the way these two are. I'm not attached to the original book the way he is. I enjoyed this. This felt like a good update. And I swear to God, Fuego was sitting right next to me, and for a lot of the movie, he was enjoying it like I was. So I'm a little bit perplexed. I'm not perplexed. I get it. He hated the ending. The ending kind of ruined the movie for him, but he was enjoying a lot of it, and I just happened to enjoy all of it. They did change the ending. Yes. They did change the ending. We're not going to say how, but they did change it, and I liked it.
Okay.
So, Luis, your overall thoughts?
My overall thoughts were because I had finished the book and like the way I felt about the book, the material, and like what they were saying, I felt this movie bypassed all that and they went straight for
David.
They went straight for let's get the horror stuff out there as quickly as possible and they ignored the human element and the tone of,
I disagree. They ignore the human element.
I didn't feel any connection to any of the characters.
Okay.
I didn't feel any threat level. I didn't feel any like sadness the way I felt with the book. I again like this movie this movie should have been about people dealing with the idea of death, where instead they just went like, let's do horror. Let's just go like do the creepy, scary stuff, and they ignored everything.
They didn't ignore it. They just didn't focus on it.
No, they watered it down 100%.
But they didn't ignore it.
Like if
they watered it down, they didn't ignore it.
If someone was all like, "Hey,"
touche.
if someone's like, "What's this book about?" and the laymen are like,
I think
it's
they
this
nailed
that,
it.
the movie just went to those points. It ignored, I think, the main voice of what the story was about.
Oh, I disagree with that.
I know, man. It just went straight to like, let's make another horror movie. Let's have creepy image. Let's have crazy sounds, and let's ignore the main story of like the concept of what this is about. And I felt no emotional attachment. Where with the book, and with the original movie, I think they hit it like the original movie adapted this book way better than this one did.
I see what you're saying. I just disagree. Fuego.
Okay, so this really boils down to the payoff of chaos, and
does it though?
Yes,
the whole movie boils down to it.
It really, really does, man. Because of the fact that you don't have that inherent feeling of tragedy if they don't dwell upon it properly.
Yes.
And this scooted through things so massively in the third act that I didn't feel shit when Judd died. I didn't feel shit.
Whoa.
Well, of course you know he's going to die. It's in the original movie.
All right, well, just calm down. Let's not mention people's deaths.
Okay. I didn't sympathize with the tragic departure of all these characters we're supposed to care about.
Yep.
I didn't. And I think that's pacing issues. The first 2/3 of this movie, the acting is fantastic. Jason Clarke is great as Louis Creed. I really you didn't think so?
Didn't like him.
Okay.
I liked him.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. I didn't like him as his character.
Well, I mean, long story short, I felt that they just really scooted through things so tragically and so tremendously.
The soil of this review is spoilery.
That's a good one.
That's hilarious, Andrew.
Do you really think Judd is not going to die when he dies?
All right, well, let's not double down on it. Let's not double down on it. All right.
Okay, long story short, though, I just did not have those same sort of feels because we didn't have the opportunity to dwell with those characters the way we needed to.
We didn't grow.
No.
They didn't. They. I feel like they rushed it, and we didn't have enough time to get to know the characters. And like, again, when I read the book, like this was a book about like people dealing with death, and this movie felt like it wasn't about people dealing with death. It was just about
that part felt rushed.
Let's just make people coming back from the dead.
Okay.
And there was no like philosophical idea behind like what the book had. You know, there's like no heart. Like I felt nothing. And not only that, there were a lot of 3 moments in this movie where the audience laughed.
Yeah.
And this movie is
where
not.
we weren't necessarily supposed to.
I did notice
3
that.
moments.
Yeah.
The audience laughed out loud, and I'm like, dude, there's nothing about this movie, the source material, that should be laughed at. But 3 times people fucking.
Oh yeah, there's a Ramones song in there, a cover of it.
Post credits. I don't want to be in a pet cemetery.
All right. So I guess, are we still on Luis? I mean, Luis, did you just finish?
I mean,
well,
that's
we both like bopped
you
back
both
and
kind of
forth.
went back and forth a little bit. So, well, let's get into the story here. So, you guys know the story of Pet Sematary. There's just a little bit of tweaking with some of how the story plays out. Again, we're going to try and not spoil it. So if those of you have not watched the second trailer or beyond, we'll try and not spoil it for you. Okay?
Was that Shauna Smith? Biggest concern?
My biggest concern is actually Lithgow. Yes, I actually liked Lithgow.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
You didn't like Lithgow?
And not because of
Fuego
him,
and I like Lithgow.
Not because
this
of
guy
him,
didn't.
Not because
but
of
he's
him
never on the
personally.
channel, so he can just leave. Go ahead, just get out.
Not because of the actor, because of what they did with the character.
I thought it was okay.
I didn't like it. I think they missed.
Here's
the
the
whole
thing,
point of that character.
and here's what I'm finding as I'm doing this review. Okay, I really enjoyed the movie, but they're like saying things, and I'm like, yeah, that could have been a little more.
Maybe they're right.
Yeah.
No, it's not that they're right. It's just
Right.
like, yeah, there could have been a little more time. This movie was 1 hour and 40 minutes, so it cruises by.
And you know, I was wondering how
Cruises
long.
by.
I didn't know the time.
It was 1 hour and 40
Okay,
minutes.
and it
So
makes sense,
I
yeah.
definitely think that they could have benefited from 20 more minutes of lengthening some
And we
stuff.
don't often say that, which is the funny thing.
No, we don't.
This
But this
needed
film
more
actually
development.
deserved it.
did.
I mean,
Yes.
it's Stephen King.
They develop. Here's the thing. They
It's a
developed
shorter
some
book.
things that the
It's a
last
shorter
one
book of this part
didn't.
stuff.
Yeah.
They did develop some things that the last one didn't.
Okay,
but they don't. Okay, all right.
hinted
Hush,
when they
hush,
hinted when they go.
hush.
They hinted
Just
when
saying.
They go. I was expecting full on Wendigo. We did not get that.
Just stop! What are you doing?
Sorry.
God damn it! Jesus Christ! Literally, you read this? You see? It says non-fucking spoiler.
I didn't get
Fuego.
that. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up! You're being a Susie right now.
Okay, I'm not trying.
All right. Anyway, thank you, John Kyle Stan, for your $10 donation. I'm late. Hope it was good. I liked it. Fuego liked 2/3 of it.
I didn't like it
but
at
the
all.
last third is ruining his entire thing.
I didn't like it.
And Luis didn't like it at all, apparently. This is a weird situation, you guys. I did not expect this to come out this way.
I didn't either. I was expecting to walk in and be like, "Holy crap, this movie nailed it."
I
It
thought
looked
they
so
did.
good.
I thought they did.
If this movie played out like every other like PG-13, by the numbers, like again they focused more on like let's try to be scary, and it wasn't even that scary.
No, it wasn't
it
that
wasn't even
scary,
that
but the
scary.
original wasn't
Oh,
that
yeah.
scary.
But the concept,
Holy
the
shit.
idea, the what happened?
No, I'm just,
Oh,
I
54
didn't
people.
realize we had such a big audience right now. Holy shit.
That's funny. I was like, what
52
I do?
peeps. What up, everybody?
That's pretty good.
That's
All right.
a
Well,
number.
they're listening to you guys tear this motherfucker down while I'm like, I liked it. Raise that shit up.
No, I
It's
don't.
not very good.
Honestly, I
It
think
is good.
No.
You liked 2/3 of it. What are you talking about?
Honestly,
And
the
I'm
back
surprised
half
that- I'm
is
surprised
what
that he
the
liked
back
2/3
half's-
of it.
Back half, back third.
I'm surprised that you like 2/3 of it because I think.
Were you irritated
What are you
by the
doing?
performances?
What are you
Like,
doing
I
right
wasn't-
now?
I
What are you
wasn't-
doing
I
to
wasn't
me?
irritated.
Do you realize you're making this harder on me?
I'm just saying, like,
Oh
for
my
me, like,
God.
again, when I read the book, which was recent, and it was the first time I read it, on the back of the book it said Stephen King's most terrifying novel.
There's a
And
reason he
and
put this in a drawer for years, man.
But here's the thing: I didn't find the book terrifying. I found it very sad and depressing
yeah,
and emotional.
it feels like a Bachman book.
Yes.
in a lot of ways.
And I was hoping that's what this movie would do. I know you don't like this, but I was hoping they go for
Yes, Kurt, you're on board.
they would go for an A24 thing where it's like we're gonna make a movie about people accepting death and what death is like in the backdrop of like supernatural stuff. But really they focus more on like doing like let's make the scares, let's make this and that.
It
And
did-
they
it was a
took
good
no,
blending.
no, it was no blending.
It was a good
no
blending.
emotional attachment. I cared for none of the characters.
I rolled a tear.
Which
I rolled a tear.
I was hoping to cry at this movie. I wanted
Dude,
to walk out being like, this
I
movie...
rolled a tear, and I did
What?
not get any of that feeling from the first movie. I
No.
rolled a tear in this movie.
No.
The way they presented
so
what
watered-
happens in this movie, I thought was clever.
Even when
And I
Nico
thought,
gets run over,
again,
Like,
we're going
I
to be
don't-
recording a separate spoiler review, so let's be careful.
I don't
But what
mind-
I'm saying is, one of the changes
I didn't think
I liked, and it was a good story decision.
And here's the thing.
It was a good story decision.
I don't mind the changes. There were a lot of changes. I didn't mind the changes. The problem was, there was no emotional attachment to those changes.
That's telling. They were okay with the changes. They just didn't think they fully connected.
They didn't pay off. They didn't fully connect with him. If you're going to make these changes, at least
they were okay with the changes.
I'm all for it.
So it's not the changes that ruined this movie.
No,
it was
you have to
how
sell
they...
it properly.
That's an important point, is what I'm saying, which is why I'm very rudely pointing.
If you go, if you don't like this movie and you go, I didn't like it because they made these changes, it's not the changes. The changes, for what it was at this time, made sense. The only problem was they didn't hit it. They didn't hit it on the mark. There was no emotional attachment to any of the changes.
Truly.
Like, you're gonna make changes, let it matter. And I feel like these changes didn't matter as much. It was cool that they made the changes. It was something different.
I'm just gonna say that the third act of this film is legit disastrous. It does not hit yes, it does not hit the emotional points that are necessary.
And emotion is
to
key
really
to the story,
make you
man.
feel what you need to in this particular film, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's such an emotional.
The hug your daughter scene, which is in trailers, which is not a spoiler, I liked it. I thought that was a good.
Well, that's one of the few
little moments that.
But that was in the third. That's a part of it. You got to give credit where credit's due.
And yet. Rachel suddenly. I guess I can't say anything.
Oh man, I wish we Here's the thing: the way I feel about this movie is again, if it was very watered down, it hit points that you were like, oh, that's in the book, but they don't really address it, especially with Rachel's father.
They do skim over some stuff. No, that's true.
Yeah, they had donuts. They had donuts for that.
That's true.
Nothing.
Wasn't there donuts of that in the original?
There was most definitely.
Was there the funeral scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what they do is and
it's such a pivotal emotional moment.
There are things in this movie.
It was missing. I'll admit that was missing.
Unless you have read the book, these moments you wouldn't notice them. Again, with Rachel's father and Lewis. Again, that's a big thing in the book. In the movie, he's there.
I thought Zelda was underutilized too, personally.
I thought they overused her. I thought they overused Zelda.
They definitely. And Fuego, but you were saying beforehand that you thought they underutilized her less than the last movie. I thought that we got Zelda way more.
Way more. In fact, she was more supernatural element.
Kind of. Careful, but kind of. Careful, kind of.
Well, no one's gonna know what that means.
I know.
But again, that kind of bothered me because when they, I don't know, I felt like in the book that's a very important thing to Rachel. And in the movie, they use it a lot, but they sugarcoat it. And the emotion is not there for this, in this movie. There's no emotion. They tried, and it didn't
I thought
work.
There was.
No.
I thought there was.
I didn't tear up. I didn't feel sad.
I teared up. I felt sad.
Nope, not me. I didn't. Honestly,
you're a soulless motherfucker.
No, because what I
white and terrible.
What I told.
Loved.
But no context. Cool, if you haven't
read
the book.
Yeah.
If you read the book,
here's the thing. Easter egg.
Yeah. This movie is full of Easter eggs. If you
Dairy 20 miles.
If you read the book,
well, I mean, in the book they show
nothing
Jerusalem's
for the story.
Lot, 20 miles away.
Paxcal was cool. I thought Paxcal was done better this time.
I disagree.
They underutilized the importance of that character and they watered it down.
But the effects that they were so much better and looked so cool.
He looked nastier.
He looked gross. More blood, but what he's supposed to be and what he represents was not shown like it is in the book in the original movie.
Not like it is in the book, but totally effectively,
basically, this movie name drops, and that's it. It's a lot of name dropping, a lot of things you go oh yeah, that I remember that. Is there a payoff? No payoff.
I disagree. I feel like there was payoff.
They tried to give you a good hand job, but it didn't work, man.
Is that I love Starry Eyes so much, man. I feel like that's a fantastic film, and yet that's a film that really suffered in the third act too. So.
Yeah, it did. Starry Eyes.
It did.
Starry Eyes did suffer in the third act. It went way cliche.
Great
idea, good concept.
I don't remember the Wicker Man truck Wences, but the truck scene in this got me. I thought it was better in this scene.
That was your favorite.
I thought that scene was very, very, very well done.
I thought it was well done.
And here's the thing, it entails a change that the movie makes. There's a change that the movie makes that I was like, because I was like, I don't want to watch this part. I don't want to watch this part.
See, I didn't want to
and then
watch
they
it either.
changed something, and I was like, okay. And then it evolved, and I was like, okay. And I really liked what they did there. I really did. Again, without spoiling, I really liked that.
I thought that scene
I
was
thought
well
it actually made sense for the story.
It made sense for the story, for the flow. I agree with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it made sense for the story.
Like, the changes aren't the issue with this movie.
No,
the changes
they're not.
aren't the issue.
I was totally okay.
I know,
with
you keep hammering that home, and
I do,
like,
because
they're saying the changes suck, but
because
that's not
I
what
feel
they're
like
saying.
whatever negative reviews come from this movie, everyone's gonna harp on. Well, they changed that and that, and I don't think that's the problem. I think it's just
from the source material.
I don't
oh my
think
god!
that's the problem. I think they just didn't realize the emotional attachment. There's no emotion to this movie, in my opinion, whatsoever.
I disagree.
No emotion. Sorry.
Disagree.
And that book to me is like a great book about, I don't know, family and emotion and death and dealing with it and like accepting it. And then this movie just fucking washes over
Ricardo
all
P
that.
says, I love the third act except for the closing scene, and I can understand
I like the
that.
closing scene.
I liked
dig
the
it.
closing scene.
I thought that was
I liked
cool.
it.
I was okay with the
I
choice
was
there
okay.
too.
I actually
was
dug
fine
that.
with
I was
that,
like,
yeah.
okay, this is different, but
very-
I like it. I'm on board.
it was very
But I
creepy.
mean, honestly, the ending scene in the Mary Lambert film is so cathartic and wonderfully done.
It is.
Man.
And we get something a little bit different here.
Yeah, it's completely different, but it's cool. It works.
A little bit.
Sorry,
It's just a little bit different.
It works. It works.
maybe it's not different at all. It's
Like,
actually the
completely different.
exact
I'm like,
same thing.
It's a little bit different. It's completely different. They're like, what the fuck?
But they're not
am I-
gonna know what
what
that
is gonna
means.
happen?
They're not gonna know what that means.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
we
we're
see it.
enigmatic. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, we're trying. We're trying, son.
All right, so guys, do you have any non-spoilery questions that we can answer before we cut this and go and record our spoiler review of the
Because
film?
we really need to just get spoilers.
We do. We need to get into it.
I mean,
honestly.
goddamn, y'all, come on.
But I'm glad that we had as big
That's
a
a
crowd
good
as we
question.
did.
If-
Honestly, this is fucking
If the
awesome.
book didn't exist as a standalone movie, is it good? No.
Yes. Yes.
By the numbers.
Yes, it
Hollywood-
absolutely
Nope.
is.
Nope.
As a standalone thing, absolutely. If you didn't go in with the burden of expectation, I think you really would have enjoyed
because
it.
one, it wasn't scary.
No, it's
Sorry,
actually
it
not
wasn't. It's not
at all.
scary.
There were
Honestly-
times that you jumped. Come on.
No, there's one time that the people around me jumped. Me personally, I did not jump. I saw it coming. It's by the numbers.
And I must say,
It is.
the
I
ankle,
disagree with the by the numbers.
It's by the numbers,
the
man.
ankle slice, man, did not look as nasty in this one as it did in the original. I gotta say.
Which isn't in the book, which was what people were waiting for.
All right. Well. All right. So why couldn't we just get a remake of Needful Things? Was it scary to you guys? Obviously not to them.
Love Needful Things.
There were some interesting parts for me that I found kind of scary.
Sorry, man.
Would you have enjoyed the film more if the change was kept as a surprise? And are there plenty of surprises left?
Yeah. There's
Yes,
a lot of
I think there are a lot of surprises left.
There's a lot of
Yes,
changes.
there are. There
I
are some different
honestly-
things in the back half.
Yeah.
Would you have enjoyed the film more without knowing the change going into it?
No,
No.
I was actually
Nope.
totally about
I was
the change.
fine. I was fine with the
so
change as well.
for it.
I was
Again,
too.
Changes,
So
I was
about the
okay
change,
with.
yeah. It's a different level of tower, peeps, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, it's just a different, you know.
No, if I like that change would have is not the reason why I'm not
No,
a fan
not
of this
at all.
movie.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we got a couple of questions there. We got to answer them. Is there a creepy phone call? Is there nudity? Andrew Church has asked a number of times, is there nudity?
No, this movie's basically PG-13.
No, it's, yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
No, really, it
did
is.
Not
It's
even
a
There-
PG-13.
It didn't even feel like it needed to be R-rated.
It didn't need to
No.
be, but I was glad that it was because there were times where they emphasized a couple of things that I was like, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like it's funny because when I was we were waiting for the movie to start, I was thinking, I was like, man, I don't even know if this is PG-13 or rated R. I didn't even look it up. But watching it, I was like, oh, this is a PG-13 film. I didn't know it was rated R.
Yeah,
No,
you could
it's
make
super
that.
R-rated.
You could make that.
PG-13.
You could make that mistake if you watched it just sort of at a glance.
Yeah.
But
Can
there
you
were a couple of close-ups that would only be included in an R-rated movie.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. You're not wrong. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that.
Like
Not
this
on the
is not a
Mesa Mountain.
gory film.
I'm not. No, you're right.
No,
It's not. It's
And it shouldn't
mostly.
be.
It's
That's the
mostly
thing.
post gore.
I don't dislike it because it's not gory. It shouldn't be gory. If they had gone overboard with the gore, then it's
Thank you, Garrett. Have an awesomely horrific night yourself. Thank you. Andrew T says maybe I'll see it twice. Was it Blumhouse-esque? I'll bet you guys would say yes.
Well,
I think there are aspects,
maybe in the way it's shot, some of those drone shots, and
but only because Blumhouse is making good movies, and so a lot of those shots seem familiar.
Not all Blumhouse movies are good.
Some of them, most of them are good. Jason Clarke did a good job. I thought Jason Clarke did much better in this than he did in It Comes at Night. He was in It Comes at Night, right?
I still prefer.
No, It Comes at Night was
who was that? That wasn't the same.
The other Australian actor.
Oh yes, that's right.
Oh right.
What's his
No,
name?
what was Jason Clarke in? Oh, he was in a Terminator.
Terminator Genesis.
That's right. That's
Is he
right.
better than?
He's
It's the best he's been. I actually liked him the most that I've seen him.
I don't know, man. He was good in Kingdom. Was it Animal Kingdom or the Australian film? Anyway,
Doesn't matter. I liked him in this.
I it's not that I didn't like him. I didn't like what they did with Lewis.
Okay. Fair enough.
So.
That's where we're at.
All right. Well, I think that's. I guess that's gonna do it for our non-spoiler thoughts on this movie.
Yeah, we have so much spoileriness to discuss.
Yeah, there's a lot of spoilers to discuss, so we're gonna go ahead and record that off screen. I liked Andrew T.S. How was the actress that played Ellie? I liked her.
She was great.
I thought she was great.
Yeah,
I actually liked the kid that played Gage.
I liked him a lot more than
and
Ellie.
here's the thing. I like the mom way more too. I like the mom way more in this one. The mom had way more to do in this one.
I completely disagree.
See, I like the mom.
Bullshit.
I like the
Tasha Yar was the shit.
Bullshit.
In the original
this mom was way
I will say
better.
this. I will play devil's advocate. I like the actress that played Rachel. I just wish they gave her more to do.
They gave her way more to do in this than the original.
No, I think they didn't. I think they didn't hit at the heart of it. And
Are you kidding me?
They didn't hit at the heart of Rachel for me.
I thought they did a much better job with Rachel in this one than they did in the last one. I did. I thought
I like the actress. But I didn't like what they did with Rachel.
Disagree. Rachel was I liked it. I liked it.
To each their own opinion.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. That's going to do it for our non-spoiler review. Thank you guys very much for showing up and watching. We're going to go record a non-spoiler review separately. We don't want to do a spoiler thing that people could accidentally happen upon. So we'll record the spoiler, and I'll put that up tomorrow at some time. Between 1 and 10, what would you guys give it? Okay. I think
4.
this is a fair... Fuck you.
Sorry,
I'd say like
4.
a 6 or 7.
I'll give it an 8.
I'm giving it 4.
So we have a 4, 6, and an 8 out of 10. I don't have the problems that they have. I enjoyed the movie, so there you go.
Yeah, I was about to say they just did a anniversary re-release of the original Mary Lambert film. Just
4K,
about
no less.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, they went 4K with it?
Yeah, they did 4K.
Dope.
It's a terrific film and it's very well done. So.
I like this. Yeah, don't listen to him, Cinema the Dead. He's one guy. Cecil wins. Thank you, Sour Fruit. I appreciate that. Y'all saw different movies. No, we didn't. That's the weird thing. I'm telling you, Fuego was sitting right next to me, and he was enjoying the movie all the way up until the end.
Two-thirds of the film.
Two-thirds. That's a lot of the movie that he enjoyed.
That's a good chunk. Again, I was surprised that he enjoyed that much of it.
That's a good chunk.
Kind of
it was fun. It was good.
Right in the first act, I was like, I don't think Fuego's going to like this.
I really enjoyed Jason Clarke. As Lewis
there
Creed.
You go.
I really enjoyed him.
I thought he did a great
role.
Lewis Creed.
But man, the back half of the film was just
back third.
Okay, back third. I felt like so much was sped through in just the end of this film. I did not have that emotional resonance. I didn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much for watching. If you are so inclined and you want to support the channel, you can click that like button down below, or you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Make sure you catch that spoiler review that'll go live at some point tomorrow. We also did react to the Joker trailer, so that'll go up later on as well. Just didn't get a chance to turn it around before we had to go see this movie. So all that stuff will be coming, as well as our review of or reaction to that other Danny Glover, Bill Murray zombie movie. So
Jim Jarmusch.
Jim Jarmusch.
The only reason why I want to see this movie. Because Jim Jarmusch is
okay, so our trailer reaction for that is coming too. So thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Luis Hernandez.
Gracias a Jaime and Fuego.
And remember, stay scared. And go see Pet Sematary. Don't listen to these two fuckers.
No, see it.
No, see it.
Yeah, see it.
Yeah.
See the movie.
Oh, now they're changing their tunes.
No, I'm not saying not
You
see
should
it.
go see it.
I'm
Make
not
sure you
saying
go see it.
Go see
We hated it, but go see it.
If it comes
What
down
the
to Shazam
Because
or
I
Pet
want people
Sematary.
to realize that I'm
Fucking
right.
sons of